Hey, you guys, Killing86, aka Ray, welcome to another reaction video of Mcjuggernuggets, well, aka Psycho Dad's channel. Why Storyfire will fail? Wow. It's gonna succeed, we all know that. But either way, I wonder why he titled this. As you guys may have known that, I'm sure you guys have seen, I've seen all the other videos, so I didn't talk about the, I didn't talk about the other videos. Jesse did talk to Psycho Dad, make him stop doing that, but his dad's actually made it pretty clear that you abandoned the channel, so you say you don't need it anymore, right? And also we seen him sign the agreement, like you saw from the video. This time, guys, I'm at home. My work starts at 2:30, so at least I'm gonna be able to do it now here in my house. Anyway, let's take a look at this video. Why Storyfire will fail, but it's gonna succeed.
Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a few days. This is going to be more of a serious video. I don't want to even start off by, acting like it's going to be happy or anything. I don't want to wish my son ill will, but in my opinion, I think Storyfire is going to fail. I was asked a few months ago to start a social media account with Storyfire, and I was promised things like, you'd get all these followers, you'd, have all these videos available, you'd be able to, raise blaze, that's what they call their, their money value. To date, I haven't seen any kind of monetary value from it. I was told that I'd get so much for that. Haven't seen anything. The videos, basically, I don't understand it. I don't know how to follow it, actually. The whole setup of it is kind of weird to me. I know YouTube, I've always had the opportunity or the ability, because I'm not that good at it, to follow along YouTube. I can type in what I want. I can find videos on just about everything. Storyfire's just not been that easy for me. I think it's glitchy. I tried it on my iPad numerous times. I go to watch a video and it cuts out halfway through. Then I have to restart it again. Things like that. And again, I don't want to go against my son. This is my opinion. You never want to wish anything on your kids, and I wish him the best of luck. But again, I just think it's going to fail. I don't know why you'd want to go against a company like Google. Google's all over the place, millions and billions of dollars, and you're doing a startup company that basically is going to fail. You can't go against these companies. You can't start something from scratch, put all your heart and soul into it, all your money, all your assets, and think you're going to win, because it's not going to happen, because that company will squash you. And I know Jess did a lot of videos, on towards the end of his career with YouTube, basically bashing YouTube. And I didn't understand that. My philosophy has always been never burn the bridge, before you leave, because there's always that opportunity you may want to come back. And towards the end, I think the so-called algorithm that he said was, going against him, going against creators, and basically that was what led him to start Storyfire, basically make a home for the creators. They had a home. They still have a home with YouTube, and the money that was made over the years is just basically gone by the wayside, and that's why we picked up the channel to keep it going. And I understand you want your own venture. You want to make your strides in life, things like that. But again, my opinion, and I'm old school, is that if you're going to start something new, continue what you're doing. Keep two jobs. I've always had two jobs, and I've never thought that just to stop one job and then just go to the other one. I just never thought that was smart business. There's been some discussion too in the family here pertaining to the creators on there. I mean, you have millions and millions of creators, different types of genres, things like that on YouTube. Right now, it's very, I don't know, and I don't know how to explain it, but there's just not that much selection there. And I know it's growing, but I just don't like the format, the platform, and the way it's set up. And nothing against what Jesse and Brian are trying to do, but I just don't agree with it. Looking forward, I just don't see the growth is going to be there. I don't know if the creators are actually going to come and visit this site. If they do, they're going to visit and then just go back to YouTube. That's where their bread's buttered. If And I know that throughout the format of the year, CPMs is what they discuss of how much you're going to make per 1,000 views. There's really no avenue in Storyfire for these creators to make any money. I see that, in a couple videos. I think it was one of the creators showed a check that they made $200. Well, I know in the past that in the videos that we've done over the years, there's thousands upon thousands of dollars made. In comparison to 200, I just don't think people are going to make the switch. And, and another, thinking into it a little more too, I've seen some of these videos where they're creating this so-called dream team or, work team for Storyfire. Now, I know these people. I know all of them. I don't think a lot of them have very much business sense. I'm looking at Swift. Nothing against Swift. He doesn't have a business sense. And some of the other people on there, I think they're just along for the ride, basically on the shirt tails or coattails of Jesse and Brian. And I just don't think that this so-called dream team is going to be beneficial in the business world. It's all good for, going out and have fun, taking this group to dinner, maybe use them as workers in the office. But I mean, when you're going out and trying to generate, creators, you're trying to bring them aboard, you're trying to get finance people, you're trying to, you want to build this company and you want to build business. You create yourself or surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. And especially in business. You want millions upon millions of dollars to come to you, or people to invest money in you, or creators that are big, and you want them to switch over to Storyfire. You want to surround yourself with the smartest, brightest, energetic people that are going to draw these people in. And Storyfire doesn't have that. It just doesn't have the base. It's so glitchy. And again, I don't want to bash Jesse for all he's done, because it's his dream. But from a father's standpoint, and speaking for Terry also, I hate to see failure. Yeah, I don't understand the whole concept of the office space. Also, they're out there doing these videos and they're searching for office spaces. And I've worked in the business world for many years, and I know when you're looking at office space, it's per square foot. So these monstrosities they're looking at is all by square foot, and I know it's not cheap. You're looking at Cherry Hill, Vineland, so these are hundreds of thousands of dollars for monthly rent to have an office space. Now I thought, that the so-called Storyfire is basically a virtual world. Need to have office space. I just think it's a big waste of money, and I honestly think, this is just me again, in my opinion, that when you surround yourself with friends, it's a loose word I'm using here, they do suck you dry. I don't think these people are there for the right reason. I think they're here basically to get something from Jesse or from Brian or from Storyfire, and I don't know what it is, and I will put my finger on it eventually. Here's another thing. In the past year or so, Jesse moved out, out of our house, bought this big monstrosity of a house, which I don't understand why he needed something that big. I guess it's to, show that he was a big YouTuber. And then he has to go and buy the Tesla. And I don't know if he borrowed to get that car or what, but why? He had the 2014 Honda, which was a fine car, even though it was painted pink. He still has the Toyota sitting behind the garage. I mean, so why would you waste all this money if your future is investing in Storyfire? Why would you waste all this money? It just didn't get me. And then I find out the other day that he has a lien against the house now for Storyfire. So you basically put a lien against the property that you're living in for a business venture. You walked away from YouTube that was paying you very good money, and the family was involved in helping them the whole way. So you walk away from your only income to do this and then put a lien on your house. I don't think it's smart business, and I wish he'd have came to his mother and I, and maybe even asked for a little, honest opinion. But again, we never have the opportunity to give our opinions because, we're parents, we're old, we don't have, good judgment per se. So a lot of this is really baffling to me, and and again, I wish him the best, but I just think he's setting himself up for failure. And I think this type of failure is not only temporary, but it's career ending. I said once people realize that this failure that you're going through and all the money you're wasting, all the money you're sinking into a platform like Storyfire is basically going to be damaging to you forever. You can't build yourself back up from that. You can lose your house, you can lose your vehicle, and I know you can replace that. But again, in the eyes of the fans, how do you go back to them and look them in the eye and says, hey, I screwed up, I walked away from you, I abandoned you, and then I'm trying to get everybody to come over and visit me at Storyfire, and then it fails. I just don't understand the logic there. And again, it's just strictly my opinion, but I think it's going to fail. And looking back at people that may have went against the Google, like a VidMe or a Go90. I mean, Go90, hell, we sold the rights to the family documentary to them. Now look at them. They had millions of dollars backing them, both of them. And what happened? Google ate them up. So I'm thinking, if you see that kind of past experience and then you want to go against Google, it doesn't look like it's going to bode well for you. Again, I hope I'm wrong, but I have a bad feeling there, and from my past experiences, you never extend yourself out too far where you have the chance of losing everything. Another thing, and Jesse's claiming this is going to be the next YouTube. I just don't think or feel it's going to happen that way. I said there's a whole thing. There's a process, an application process where creators have to come in. They have to submit a video, and then they're judged on how good that is. YouTube doesn't do that. You go on YouTube, you start an account. Okay, I can see if they're going to pay you eventually, then they want to go by how good your video is. But to get you on there, what if I wanted to put a video on Storyfire? Who the hell's telling me that I have to go through an application process? I got more years of experience behind with the videos than probably anybody on there other than Jesse, and they're going to tell me I have to go through an application process. That's freaking bullshit. And to tell some of these creators out there that may have, 100,000, 150,000, or 20,000 followers, and they're going to tell them that they have to go through an application process, right there, that's a kick in the freaking face. So that would piss me off right off the bat. So that'd be one reason why that I wouldn't go to Storyfire. Ain't no way in hell I'd put an application in just because of that. And let's start on another thing, this so-called Blaze. Blaze, I think I got, on my social account, I got like 100,000 Blaze, whatever it is, I don't even look. Because it doesn't matter, because what am I supposed to do with it? Originally, I was told, I think Jesse told me it was going to be for every 500 Blaze, I would be getting $1. So if I got 100,000 Blaze, and I'm not going to sit here and do the math, and I, kid around and say that I could buy a 30-pack of beer or whatever the case may be, I can't cash it out. What the heck's it worth? Oh, I got 100,000 on the screen, but it's not worth anything to me. And then, is there some kind of cash out process? No, there's nothing. It's just like the baiting the people with the so-called carrot that, oh, you're going to be able to do this in the future. Well, the future's here. I got 3 beers left. I want a 30-pack, or I want 2 30-packs. I can't cash it out. I can't do anything about it. What if my car needed an oil change and I needed quick money? I figure I got 100,000 Blaze. Why can't I cash that out? I can't do it. And from a person that's just starting out and they're promised this so-called gold egg of Blaze, and they're anticipating, oh, look, I got 20,000 Blaze. Ooh, I got 50,000 Blaze. Ooh, I got 100,000 Blaze, and I can't do anything about it. So basically, it's a bait and switch there, where they're baiting you into something and switching to nothing. It's very frustrating for me as I get older. Well, a lot of stuff frustrates me, but this really burns my ass, and I just hope they correct the problem or stick to their word and make this a form of currency or whatever the case may be, where you can cash it out. All these creators are looking at it and saying, I'll keep giving it to this person, or this person will give it to me, and they have nothing. So what the fuck is Storyfire, really? I anticipated when I was coming on to Storyfire that I would see something like storytelling. I got gamers on there. I got a lot of social feed. I see very few videos. I've seen very little storytelling other than my wife's writing good stories. So, hi, you write good stories. So, but yeah, there's also like a little bit of soft porn on there, which that's okay sometimes, but it isn't Storyfire. What the hell does the name really mean? I got, you think you sit around the so-called campfire, and that's what the insignia is a fire. I think it's a campfire. And you tell stories. You don't sit there and put up gaming videos. You don't, talk about your daily life. I thought it was set up so stories could be told. I don't see many stories being told. It's more or less just an outlet for, I think, anybody and their brother to come in and go through the so-called application process, which is, again, burning my ass. So, another thing that is really hard to fathom too is the views that they're getting on Storyfire in comparison to what used to happen on YouTube for Jesse. I think when Jesse came to left YouTube, excuse me, when Jesse left YouTube to go to Storyfire, he figured everybody was going to follow. So he thought all these views, the hundreds of thousands per video that he was getting to come over to Storyfire, we're going to follow him there. And right now, I think it's pissing him off because I think my Trump video that we did, that's about 150,000 views. And the other video we did was like 140,000 views. And he's only getting 10,000 views. I think basically his fans think he's washed up over there. Or my opinion is it because the content was bad? Because he spent so much time bashing YouTube and he wasn't worried about his content. Over the years, he had so much good content and thought-provoking content, and towards the end it just became a bashing of YouTube, and I didn't understand the logic behind it. Again, I'm old school. If I'm making good jing, I'm going to stay where I'm at and do this on the side. And I just didn't think he thought it out. It was basically, again, I think he just was hoping and praying that all those people followed him. And I really worry that his future is looking bleak over there in Storyfire, because his thought process was that everybody was going to follow him. They didn't. And I think right now, I think Jesse's to the point where he's basically irrelevant. I think he puts so much blame on YouTube, and I think if he went back to creating good content, it would be better. I think he's just trying to portray himself as some Zuckerberg, and creating, Facebook or something. I just don't understand it. Yesterday I was trying to use my iPad on the site, and every time I watched the video, it would crash. And then I go try to use a search bar on the site. There is no search bar. What? Every time I went to Google, YouTube, there's a search bar. If you want to search something, you hit it in, it's there. Right now, it's like hit or miss to find what you want. And I know they're using a lot of Google's formats and things like that. I think one of them was like Vimeo for videos. I think so. Are they their own company, or are they basically robbing Peter to pay the Paul, basically, and utilizing Google to format their own company? I don't understand the logic. I think if I was going to do it that way, I would have built this company, the analytics, the computer base, and all that first before I started turning it out. I wouldn't be stealing and utilizing other people's stuff to make my platform great, but again, that's me. Yeah, they say the format's in beta, and I think that means it's under construction. And again, I think I would have that all ready to go before I spun it out. And looking at the ads are a pain in the ass because they're the ads that I have no idea where they're from. They put the closeout X so tiny, I think I need the head of a pin or the head of a pen to close them out. It's ridiculous. I don't know where they got that from. And I don't know if these are like part of Google ads and things. I don't know if they're stealing them from Google too, but it's a possibility. But again, I think I would make the X a little bit bigger because they're kind of stupid, and I want to exit out quicker than I need to really see them. There are a lot of video poker, a lot of video slots, and I'm into video slots, but I like to X out if I don't like them, and they don't give that the opportunity. They want you to sit there and watch it for so many seconds. But again, with my eyes, I'm getting old, so I need something bigger X to hit. Just an opinion again. And let's talk about how this, was set up. I think basically, if you look at it, it became like a little party set up for Jesse's friends. You got Michael, Pickle Boy, Angry Grandpa, basically. Lance Stewart was supposed to be on there. I haven't seen anything from him. Michael and Jesse are the only two I really see. Boogie was on there. I think he quit. Other thing, people on their shiitake mushrooms. I like shiitake mushrooms, but I have no idea who these people shiitake mushrooms are. So it basically, when you don't have that many people bringing in the followers and bringing in the the people that are going to watch your videos or watch your gaming videos or watch your soft porn, and it's just you couple of big creators, you're setting yourself up for failure. And there's three big things there for me. There's no followers, there's no money, and I can't put up a video. I've been bashing the shit out of Jesse about Storyfire. The link's below. Reach out and check it out yourself. It may have changed. They may have done a complete 360. I don't know, but give your own opinion. Talk to Jess through that. Link this video to him. Let him see what's going on. Let him know my opinion, because God knows he won't listen to me. And, the big thing is, we're near 4 million subscribers. We're only 30,000 away. Big news, big time, big happenings. Remember, at 4 million, I'm jumping out of an airplane, and I'm scared to death, just to let you know. So, either way, it's going to be big, and I want you all there for it. We're not letting anybody down. We're not walking away from YouTube, because YouTube is great. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscriber button. We're going to 4 million, and I want you all there with us. All right? Take care. Have a great night. All right. See you on the flip side.
Wow. I have to say, guys, I'm at a loss for words. I really am at a loss for words. I really am. But I think Storyfire will succeed as long as it's been done right. But let me tell you guys how I think what mostly everything that his dad was talking about was actually true. Guys, I was on Twitter. I seen this guy. The guy who wrote a tweet to Jesse. He's not there anymore. I'm sure Jesse blocked him, but he wrote a very bad tweet about Jesse's app, Storyfire. He said he wrote, and this is his own words. This is not mine. This is exactly what he wrote. I don't understand why you left YouTube to do this app, Storyfire. I don't understand the fact that you give people don't give people the opportunity to put videos on there, but you're having them go through video applications. The fact is that we have to keep doing these applications, hoping you get chosen to make videos and also make money. He did make some points about the Blaze, yes. Everything about there, yeah. When I watch the video, I do see the videos. That's how you make money. When Google did it, the only way that you can make money is by the ads that's put on your video. I should know, because that's what happened with me. When you get ads, you make money, and that's how it works. But ever since the adpocalypse happened, about 90% of all the advertisers from Google is gone. I mean, guys, when was the last time you guys seen an ad on YouTube? Think about it. You haven't seen an ad at all. At all. You don't see any ads. That's how people don't make money. And I know for Jesse, it's tough for him, because he made some good points about Storyfire, but the point is that Jesse left for a reason, and that's because YouTube kept blocking his videos. They delete his videos without him knowing. I mean, guys, I'm sure he gets a lot of emails. He doesn't see all that. I mean, that's the point. I mean, he did say he woke up one day and find out one of his Psycho videos that made him an internet star was gone. He lost everything. He lost all his videos. And even when he did My Virtual Escape, every single video that he has done was blocked, or you can't make money off of it because it was violent. I mean, think about this, guys. I mean, YouTube has these YouTube series, Cobra Kai. We see, it's just like from the movie Karate Kid. You see, but this is where the bully becomes the teacher and teaches kids how to fight back and revive Cobra Kai. And Ralph Macchio, or Machio, whatever his last name is. I can't say his last name right. He plays Daniel, and he revived his Miyagi dojo from his old teacher, Mr. Miyagi, and teach kids that there's a different way of fighting instead of doing it the wrong way. But there's blood. I mean, like I said before, guys, it's funny how when YouTube points out some of the things that happens, they block it. Like what Jesse pointed out, that we saw Liza Koshy, who is a great YouTuber, by the way. She's very funny and talented. They shown her running around the city naked, and she was. I mean, you could tell that she was naked. I doubt she was wearing anything underneath, or wearing a bodysuit that just covers everything. They had her do that, but when that happens, when he was in his underpants, or when he does using guns and things like that, they block it. But they don't block what. Man, who's writing me? Oh, somebody's writing me on Twitter saying if I did the video, which I am doing right now. They block that. They block his stuff, but don't block that, which I find a little crazy. Well, the reason why, guys, because since Liza Koshy is a high-paid YouTuber who has over 10 million subscribers, and what David Dobrik does it, well, he made some good points about Lance. Look, Kid Behind the Camera and Boogie, we see some videos on Storyfire a lot, mostly. But when Lance get on there, he only put like 1 or 2 videos, and then he still does YouTube videos. I mean, you got to understand. I think. Well, I have a feeling that maybe he did. I'm sure he told his followers to go follow Storyfire and all that, and he did make some good points. He has almost 4 million subscribers right now. Jesse went all the way up there, but Jesse has over like 100 and from what we've seen, 157 or 58,000, which is a little strange that because not many people are downloading Storyfire or following him on that point. You would think that he would be right where he was right now. I'm sure a lot of people are upset with the fact that he's gone. He's not doing YouTube videos anymore. He wants to focus on Storyfire. For me, look, I'm sure you guys are wondering, what am I feeling? What is it that I get out of it? What is it that you want to talk about? For me, how can I put this? I believe I've talked to I talked to a lot of people about it. I say I don't like the fact that this and there, and for me to put an application to do that. But he said but I did point out that if he's inviting creators, why is it that we can't do videos, we can't do this and that or anything? I'm sure that Storyfire is still working hard, making sure you get the right people to what's that word I'm looking for? To be there, to make money, have better people to go over the situations. It's just a matter of if it's going to work. I know it will work. It's just the fact that I'm hoping that Jesse does find the right people to invest in his app. I mean, guys, if you guys seen the movie The Social Network and how Mark Zuckerberg actually had to, how he created Facebook, he had a lot of enemies. I mean, some of his friends were enemies on the fact that he was doing something behind his back on the company and making him act. And one of his friends was acting like he was the real creator of Facebook, which he wasn't. It's funny, if you guys see the movie, I think you guys will understand on the fact that that's exactly what happened. Mark Zuckerberg created one of the greatest sites of all time, Facebook. And we've seen a lot of people who do the same thing. We saw how YouTube's is imitating that. Doing the stories. You know how Instagram, you put your own story and everything. They have that there too, and that's where you write your own posts and tell how you're doing. It's like Google is sucking up all the apps of their characteristics of what they're doing, and bringing it to YouTube, which I find crazy. Make your own posts. You can upload like a story video, which is 10 seconds. You guys see that? I mean, I've seen it too. Jesse pointed that out perfectly. I think it will succeed. I think Storyfire will succeed. I think what I suggest, all these video applications, you want people to. You said that I talked to Brittany Duke about this, as you guys may have known. She has been she's the moderator. If I looked at her thing correctly, and she has been chosen to do videos, which was great, and I'm happy. What's funny is that she actually, I told her that I keep putting my application, and I asked her, why don't you do it? She says, I feel like I'm not going to get chosen because no matter how hard I try, I feel like I'm not going to get chosen. I'm not going to be doing what I love. I wrote her and I said to her, keep trying because you love making videos, correct? And she said, yes. I said, then keep trying. I haven't been chosen. It's been like over the times when I keep putting my application, I never get chosen. And right now, I just posted some 2 trailers for that. I'm hoping I get chosen, but it's just a matter of if I get chosen. If not, I keep trying. I keep trying to get chosen. And I know you guys may think that it's crazy that I'm doing that, but overall, I believe this place will be great. And he's giving creators a chance to do videos. I mean, I've done some videos and I haven't get much views on it because I guess not many people like it. But I try to put something different, talk about gaming, talk about this and that. But every time when I do that, it's always copyrighted and they can't see it. They always block the video all the time. I want to show, hey, gaming, what's wrong with that? People talk about games, people talk about movies, people talk about their days. That's how you start a conversation. That's how you do videos. I mean, that's why it's called a vlog. But we've seen how Psycho Dad is actually talking about how he feels about it. All I know this is a series, obviously. I think we're seeing YouTube versus Storyfire. That's what we're seeing. But either way, about all this, like I said before, I find it crazy on the point that Jeffrey was the one who uploaded the first video and put it on YouTube. What does that tell you? And like I said before, I believe that Jesse gave them that channel to keep it alive or let them do what they want. That's what I think. Because think about this: if that was the case, why would they still re, keep? Why do they still put videos on Mcjuggernuggets' channel? And what does that tell you? Uh, I wonder if everybody ever asked him what if it's going to fail. What if Storyfire is not going to work out the way that you hoped? I think that's the ultimate question right there. I wonder if anybody asked him that question. What if the app does not meet your expectations and become the thing that you want it to be? I don't know. That's my opinion, guys. I'll try not to lose my voice because I have to go to work tonight. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. But like I said before, guys, when I get chosen, I want to do Storyfire videos. I want to make the content that I like instead of them getting blocked, which I want to show them why I love the show, why I love doing it, which I don't understand why they block it. I mean, what's the point of doing it? I'd like to show you this. I'm sorry, guys, the video is gone, so you can't be able to see what I'm talking about or what's the point of this thing. Why are they there? All I know, guys, is that they can do what they want there, but you can't be able to do it here. You always gotta get blocked. You don't make the amount of money because you gotta make sure it's the standard. And also that law thing. I don't know. I think a kid would know and would understand where to go and what not to type on what you're finding here. But it's curiosity. That's all I can say. Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction, more gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoy this. Do you guys think I'm right? Do you guys think I'm wrong? I don't know. I believe Storyfire will prevail. I mean, hey, I know Google's a major business, but hey, it's always good to have competition. It's always a good thing. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. And don't forget, like I always say, stay positive and makes you wonder. I mean, like I said, that question that I wonder if anybody would ask Jesse. Do you think Storyfire will meet your expectations? Do you believe that this will succeed? I know Jesse believes in it, but it kind of makes you wonder. In his heart, does he really believe it will succeed? I know it will. I don't know if that's my head or my heart talking about saying that, but hey, I believe in him. He helped me. He gave me the confidence to continue what I love doing, and I'm with him all the way. Stay positive, guys.